Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. So we're going to go ahead and get started on our grammar for the week. This week, we're going to be talking about Rule 12. So give me a minute. Let me show you what that means. Rule 12 is basically the antecedent of a pronoun is the noun or nouns to which the pronoun refers. And I know at the moment you're like, what in the world? What does that mean? Well, let's look at an example. Here's a sentence that says, after Tanya finished her homework, she went outside to play. So to figure out what the antecedent is, first we need to find the pronoun in the sentence. And we worked on pronouns last week. So I know the pronoun in this sentence is her and she. But after, what would be the antecedent? Well, the antecedent is what the pronoun is referring to. So is her referring to homework? No. Is her referring to finished? No. Her is talking about Tanya. So after Tanya finished her homework, you could replace the pronouns with Tanya. So after Tanya finished Tanya's homework, Tanya went outside to play. That's how you know what the antecedent is. So the antecedent in the sentence is Tanya. The antecedent doesn't always have to be in the same sentence as the pronoun. So here's an example. I must hurry home to feed my puppy. He will be hungry. Well, I see he is a pronoun. Now, it's not the only pronoun in this sentence, but in these sentences, but he is a pronoun that we're going to be looking at. Well, who is he referring to? I know it's not I, this in the beginning of the sentence, because that's me. I must hurry home to feed my puppy. Well, that must be referring to puppy. So he is the pronoun. The antecedent is puppy. But there's a period in between those. Those are two different sentences. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Just as long as they're referring to the same thing, that's okay. A pronoun must agree with the antecedent in both gender and number. So that means that the pronoun you use, if you're talking about a girl, then you have to use her or she. If you're talking about a boy, you have to say him, his. If you're talking about multiple dogs, then you have to use a plural pronoun. You can't use just a singular pronoun. So let's look at the sentence. The one on the left in the pink square says, Maggie picked up her backpack. She put it over her shoulder. Now let's look at the one on the right. Maggie picked up her backpack. He put them over her shoulder. Which one do you think is right? Well, I'm going to say the one on the left, and I'm going to tell you why. So, on the left, the pronoun it and the pronoun she. That is, those are the pronouns, and they're referring back to Maggie and backpack. So it is a singular pronoun. It means one thing. And I know she put it over her shoulder. That's going back to that backpack. So it is the pronoun. Antecedent is the one that goes with it. Now, the pronoun she, I know that's talking about Maggie, right? But if you go over to the one on the right, the one that's in the incorrect box, I've got he and them. So Maggie, I know, was a girl. So I can't say he. That's not referring to it in the right gender. Now, he put them. Them means more than one. Maggie put multiple backpacks over her shoulder? No, that's not what the sentence says. So that's what it means when the pronoun must agree with the antecedent in both gender and number. If you're talking about multiple backpacks, then them would work. But since we're only talking about one backpack, her backpack, we have to use it because that is a singular one. So let's practice. Go ahead if you want. You can get out a piece of paper, write these sentences down, and circle the pronouns and underline the antecedents if you want. So we're going to start with the first one. Terry invited Jackson to her birthday party. Now, the easiest way to find the antecedent is to start with the pronoun. So Terry invited Jackson to her birthday party. The pronoun here is her. Now, is her referring back to birthday party? No. Is her referring back to Jackson? No, that's not the right pronoun. Jackson is a boy's name. So him would work, or his, that would work, but no. Her, that's a girl. Terry is a girl's name. So Terry invited Jackson to her birthday party. That means the antecedent is Terry. And again, that just means her, the word her is referring back to Terry. That is all that the antecedent means. Here's the last sentence. Maggie claimed she was too busy to do her homework last night. Maggie claimed she was too busy to do homework last night. So I see the pronoun she. Okay, well, Who is she referring to? She's not referring to homework. She's not referring to too busy. No, she is referring to Maggie. Therefore, Maggie is the antecedent in this sentence. So, now that we've looked at that a little bit, you're going to go over to this Google form, and you're going to do the same exact thing with these sentences. So the first two sentences are the exact same one. Maggie wants to bring her lunch to school tomorrow. See down here? Maggie wants to bring her lunch to school tomorrow. The first one, you're going to find the pronoun in the sentence. The second one, you're going to find the antecedent. The same goes for the next two. After Jamal and Tamara cleaned the garage, Mr. Tan gave them $5. This says the exact same thing, except the first one, you find the pronoun. The second one, you find the antecedent. So you're going to do that all the way through. Hold on. This is what it should look like for you guys. You'll do that the same way. There's this one, the farmer harvested corn. The farmer sold it for cattle feed. This one, you find the pronoun. It's the same sentence again, but it's not the same question, so don't worry too much about this. The second one says, find the antecedent, and you'll pick one of these answers that's the antecedent. All right. If you need any help, get on the Google Meet, and we can point you in the right direction. Good luck.